First of all, we're going to talk just one topic here. And I feel like Dijonai Carrington, I don't know if this is too harsh a way of describing it, but I do feel like she is almost a stain on the league. There is no player that has caused more shit for the league, not named Sophie Cunningham, than Dijonai Carrington. It's as simple as that. And I think everybody understands that with Sophie Cunningham, she does stir shit. She does stir shit. And if we're being real here, it is the worst part about this is that Sophie clearly knows what she's done and she's willing to admit it. She even came out after today to say, well, yeah, I took someone down last year. I got ejected. It is what it is. Dijonai Carrington saw the headlines. She saw the ability to sell shoes. She saw she's going to have a brand new... Angel Reese is going to go and probably tweet out something positive about Dijonai Carrington at some stage or something anti-fever. They're going to rally beside Dijonai, around Dijonai. You just know they are. And I'm not saying they by the player base as a whole, but you know the group of them. You know the group of them that have made their entire identity being anti-Caitlin Clark, anti-Indiana Fever. And it's such a pity as well. Especially for me anyway, with it's such a pity, especially whatever with these. Dijonai's not good enough. She's just getting in the thing. She's just getting she's just getting her name out there. But at the end of the day, it is for me, I hate the fact that Angel Reese stoops to this low because she has fans of her own. She has fans of her own. And I'm not saying this scenario, but you just know she is. Dijonai gets into shit with Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese goes and gets her signed with Reebok. Has her on the podcast. And you just know. You just fucking know there are a certain group of players that are going to defend Dijonai right now. Dijonai Carrington. And by the way, Dijonai Carrington took down a player. It is what it is. It happens. It's a clear flagrant foul. It's a clear flagrant 2. And I said this. I tweeted out. I tweeted out as it happened. Obvious flagrant 2. Obviously intentional. I wonder how long it's going to take for Dijonai to come on Twitter and blame the Indiana Fever fans or demand Caitlin apologizes. During the game, she tweeted out and accused the referees of being racist. You're saying Angel didn't do anything? No, but I'm just saying the general group of players that have hitched a lot of their who almost go out of their way to be anti-Caitlin. And Angel is in that group of players we are talking about. And we saw it as a rookie. Angel Reese wearing villain sneakers playing as Caitlin Clark and it smacks Caitlin Clark in the head. I fully don't believe the Angel Reese one was intentional. I fully don't. But there are some times where you're like, okay, do you want to make yourself the villain of a story? Or do you want to be a top 10 player in the world, which at this point in time, I think Angel Reese might be. And we're seeing her move away from that. But we're seeing Dijonai go right back into that. We're going to make sure that I went and took somebody out. I tried to hurt another player. So I'm going to go and call somebody. I'm going to make sure that the referees are accused of being racist. I'm going to accuse the referees of being racist on the way out. And by the way, this is the worst thing Dijonai did in that scenario. She got chucked. I don't know why she went after Sophie Cunningham, but she went after Sophie Cunningham. We can have whatever the reasons are for it. Did Sophie do something to Dijonai? I don't have a clue. From my perspective, my guess is that she saw the headlines. She saw how much support she would get for taking out Sophie, just like Kiki Iriafen did. That she was going to get all the hype Kiki Iriafen did when Kiki Iriafen suplex Sophie Cunningham. And that's what my theory for why she did it. But like, it's so clear. Sophie's running in an open layup, and she sprinted so that she could take out Sophie's head. Like, it's not a hard foul. People are like, oh, this is a hard foul, nothing happens. No, this was a stonewall. She was trying to aura farm by taking out Sophie Cunningham. She does it all the time. Like, every single time. Like, she tries to go constantly, and like, she'll try to make defensive plays on certain players so she can do her seatbelt shit. Like, she just tries to aura farm. Like, it is what it is. Dijonai Carrington, and I said this a year ago, by the way. Like, I think the Connecticut Sun player that, the Connecticut Sun Dijonai Carrington is not a player anymore. We saw it when she was yanking Sarah Ashley Barker down by the, by the ponytail last year. It feels like she's, for lack of a better way of describing it, like, she probably thought that her popularity only came from notoriety in 2024. So she's trying to chase that aura farming. And like, I up to this point have said Dijonai is the most reckless player in the WNBA. Like, I think calling somebody dirty is claiming there's intent to it. But like, there are too many instances of she's either the most reckless player in history or an incredibly dirty player. And it's gotten so bad, her recklessness, that it doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, it really, really does not matter in any way. Like, she's trying to be the villain. She's trying to take over that villain role that was Angel Reese. And like, it seems like she doesn't fully want to give up that role again. And yes, Angel Reese has done nothing here. She has done nothing. And we are not putting them together at this point in time. But let's be very clear. When Dijonai was doing all this shit in 2024 before she got injured, when Dijonai was doing all this shit, she was getting shoe deals with Angel. Like, she was there on Angel Park. She was being hitched as Angel Reese's teammate in the anti-Caitlin Clark sphere. So, and that's something that you never want to be. You never want to be seen as anti another player. And in this as well, like, is this a threat? Like, I'm not joking when I say this. Is this a threat? Like, is this a threat? Putting in the date of the next game. Like, I think this is just embarrassing. The whole thing is embarrassing. Like, these posts are really, really hard to defend. They're so hard to defend. Like, is this a threat? Because after this tweet, if anything happens to an Indiana Fever player by a Chicago Sky player, you will go back to this tweet and say they went out and retaliated. They went out to go for the Fever. And at that stage, like if, for example, Dijonai tweets this and any Fever player gets cheap shotted by a Sky player on the 23rd, do you kick the Sky out of the league? Because this tweet can be looked back on as, if anything happens in this game, as this was a team-wide or person-wide intent to harm another player or another team, or players on another team. If anything does happen, I don't know what this tweet is, it's just a date. But if something does happen, you look back on that as a threat, which is a out of the league moment, which is a you could kick the Sky out of the league. It will be that serious if something happens in this game after what Dijonai has tweeted. It is embarrassing. It really, really is embarrassing.